Welcome to Marty Mods.
Now today we're going to show you how to get a bit more power out of your Euro ride. We're going to be working on our Golf Mark IV GTI.
And we need to because it's really slow, man.
It's not that slow.
It's the slowest turbo car we've got. 180SX.
That was faster.
Subaru GTB, faster.
Faster.
GTR Pulsar,
Much faster.
even the March.
Yeah, you know what, but it's not the car's fault, because when Volkswagen made it, the marketing people came along and said, you know what, fuel economy's not good, let's take some of the power, the punters don't need it. Guess what, they were wrong, and today we're getting the power back. This is an Audi TT, this is a Golf GTI. Now they're essentially exactly the same, except some idiot has wrapped this one in tape so you can't get to the bottom of it. I mean, the banana's there, but when you unpeel it, you can't actually get to it. I mean, you could eat that much of that. You can't get to that bit. That's just stupid. Okay, it's time to unrestrict your banana, and there's no better place to do that than Peak Performance. And they're capable of doing absolutely everything to turn your banana into a Euro beast. Getting more power from your Jap import is as easy as buying a $20 bleed valve and winding up the boost, but things get a whole lot more complicated on Euro cars due to an extremely sophisticated engine management system. Reflashing your ECU can give massive gains, particularly in forced induction engines where there's a lot of power that can be made available if you know how to tap into it. This is David, and he knows a thing or two about getting more power out of your ride, so let's get down to business.
Chipping's the old-fashioned term for when cars first started getting engine management computers. They had old-fashioned hard chips in them. Now they have more modern computers with software, just like your PC. You can download and upload. It's the management software that runs your car these days, and the manufacturers are inherently conservative. They're very concerned about their warranty claims, very concerned about corporate emissions standards and corporate fuel economy rates they have to achieve. And they spend billions developing their engines, and then the marketing people come away and take some of the horsepower that's already there away. So aftermarket tuners have spent large amounts of money investigating how to get that power back. So that's all quite sophisticated electronically, and that's what chip tuners do. They worked all that out, turn it into a digital program, and then we load it onto the car and magically it transforms the car. Today we're going to put on your Marty Mods Mark IV Golf with the Revo Performance Software, Stage 1. It's going to take you from 110 kilowatt stock to around 147, 148 kilowatts. Revo is one of those companies that's only specialised in the VAG, Volkswagen, Audi and Porsche. And they've developed it in motorsport in Europe. All I can say is the Revo stuff, since we've been putting them on the VAG cars, they've all responded very well. Let's go put it on your car and see what it does.
It's hard to believe that all my untapped power and boost is sitting right here in this little laptop.
Putting a battery pack on the car so to make sure there's constant power while we load software, because the last thing we want is the current to drop while it's writing code onto your computer, because otherwise you'll have a car that has nothing on it.
The first step is to make sure there are no existing faults with the engine, and we do this by plugging in a VAGCOM system and query the car's onboard computer for details. This also gives us the exact specification and serial number of the engine, so we can load in exactly the right piece of software for this model GTI. With the engine all clear, it's time to plug in the Revo system and get some more boost. We find the right software for the GTI, and when this blue line reaches the other side of the screen, our car's going to be a whole lot faster.
Okay, all the software is now on the car, and the next stage we go to is check Revo settings, because the software is adjustable to boost levels, timing levels, and what fuel quality you're going to use. So we go in and check what the default's been put in there, and then we adjust it to the driving of your car.
We wind in some more boost, and then it's time for a test drive. The car is instantly more torquey and pulls strongly from almost anywhere in the rev range. We've increased our rev limiter and it's sounding pretty mean, well, considering it's a latte drinking German. We say thanks to David and the boys at Peak, and it's time to drive around and enjoy our newly found power. And then it's time to start some of our own independent testing. We're down at the edge on Crystal Street in Petersham. The boys are going to run the car on the dyno and see what kind of power we're getting. And by the looks of the Skylines, Rotaries and race cars, I guess they don't get Golfs down here too often. The boys lock the car down hard on the dyno. Amazingly, some workshops don't. Do a YouTube search for dyno accident and you'll see what I mean. After the first dyno run, we could see that the boost curve wasn't looking strong, and we discovered a boost leak in a hose near the manifold. With that quickly sorted out, we're much happier. Depending on the condition, age and supporting mods, you'll end up with somewhere between 110 and 130 kilowatts at the wheels. Luckily, a friend of ours just bought a farm with a really long driveway, and he's going to let us use it for some test runs. In a 0 to 100 km/h sprint, we managed to wipe almost 2 seconds off the stock time and got it down to 6.3 seconds. That was all the boost that we were missing out on. Now that I've de-restricted it, that's the bit they don't want us to get to, but guess what? That is the tastiest bit. Remember, dyno runs only give you part of the story, and the proof in the pudding is that the car now feels awesome. And the funny thing is, our mate with the really long driveway that we did our tests on, he's actually got road markings on them, I noticed in that video.
He's a weird dude.
He's a very weird dude.
Anyway, boost leaks are the enemy of forced induction cars. We've got a whole video on it in episode 17, so check it out.
Make sure you check that out, and we're now on Facebook. You can get all the information at mightycarmods.com. Thank you to everybody who's donated. Marty is flying to the States. He's taking Mighty Mods on tour. He's gone for the next 2 weeks, and then season finale time. We'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. What do you reckon, Marty?
I reckon your beard looks really strange.
My beard's mad. See you, dudes.